Hi guys, I'm here with
me, Survivor.
Who's now
5.
Yep. This is the little baby who was.
Can you stop saying baby? Just say boy instead.
Sorry. This was a little boy who was in the video having a visitation from the Lord. He doesn't remember it. I've asked him multiple times.
Why
Actually,
is the
remember.
t-shirt green?
Dry
I'm
out.
studying it.
Okay.
It's green.
All right. I've asked him multiple times if he remembers what happened. There's just nothing. So, what do you think about God now, Jiraiya, since that time?
I don't know. I haven't been thinking about it for a long time.
Okay. Do you go to church?
No. I don't go to church. Never went to church before.
You did go to church when you was christened.
I know, but I can't remember that.
One day we'll go to church and you'll get to go to Sunday school. The pandemic has done a lot of things. There's not really...
No!
Why are you saying no?
I don't want to go to Sunday school.
Do you know what? It's because you're a special boy. So you have to understand that...
I want to go to Martin Abbey.
That's a school, Jiraiya. That's not church.
I like Martin Abbey.
Okay. So as you can see, he doesn't really remember anything. You can go back now. Do you want to say bye to everyone? Okay. Go on.
Bye.
All right.
I'll see you soon.
So as you can see, guys, he doesn't really recall or necessarily remember. He is quite inquisitive in terms of always asking questions about God and whatnot, but we don't go to church. Like, it's not. That's what I tried to explain to everybody. Jiraiya? Okay. Can you shut the door? That's why I tried to explain to everybody that it wasn't a thing where he's raised in this kind of thing. Like, it wasn't a thing where the baby watched me praising the Lord and all of a sudden stood up, and it's not that. And that's why I myself personally was actually in shock, do you get what I mean, that this is what took place. But obviously, as I said in the last video, I had come out of hospital because I attempted suicide. So it was a really dark place for me, to be honest. It was a really dark place for me to have been in. And I had postnatal depression for 3 years. So up until he was 3 years old, I had postnatal depression. I found it extremely hard to pray, to open my mouth, to talk to him, to talk to anybody, really and truly. I'm not really struggling anymore. I have a great relationship with my son. I'm not really struggling anymore, but what I went through when I was pregnant, I don't wish that on my worst enemy. And I'm hoping that actually there's people in the comments, yeah, that can kind of tell me, like, oh, maybe what my dream meant, you know, or I don't know, like some spiritual understanding. Because you know what, like, as much as I've had a relationship with God for a very long time, like, and it was quite unorthodox, because the thing is, I don't want to get into that right now. I'll get into it another time. Let's just hold off a little bit. Do you know what I mean? But the same encounter like my son is kind of the same thing that I had when I was 4. But I'll get into that another time. But I don't want to just share everything straight away. Do you know what I mean? I don't really even like the YouTube because the comments, I'm quite sensitive. I'm seriously an empath. I'm seriously sensitive. So it's like when I see comments like, oh, your child has mental health because a baby experienced the Lord, like, it just makes me really sad. And obviously I understand that not everyone's gonna see things from a spiritual perspective and things like that. So I'm understanding. But it's just, I can't take the comments. I can't take the comments sometimes. And there is a lot. Do you know what I mean? And I wasn't expecting it to be doing its rounds the way it's doing now. I really wasn't. Like, even the subscribers and stuff. And I'm new to YouTube. Like, I don't even have... Look, my hair's not done. I don't have a setup. I'm just me. Like, I'm just coming on here raw, really and truly. So what you see is basically what you get. But when I was pregnant with him, first and foremost, when I met his dad, I had a dream that I'll have a child at the age of 22. Now, in the dream, basically, I saw myself really pale, like really, really pale, like completely, almost like my skin color had been sucked out of me. But I was really pale in the dream. I'm always slim in every dream that I have, you know, because that's one of my wishes, to go back to how I was before I had a baby, like whatever. But excuse me, please. I was pale. I was walking into a church with all this baggage. Like, I mean, I was holding a lot of baggage. We're talking about baby nappies, baby wipes, baby changing bag, baby sleeping. I was carrying it, like I was literally in the dream carrying it like this, like holding it up like that. And his dad was in a suit, a black suit, walking down the aisle of church. And bearing in mind, we had never even gone to church. So it's a thing. His dad was an atheist, by the way. And I didn't even have a church at that time because I was 19. So, and I was just doing my own thing. Like, I came out of a relationship with a man that was 29 when I was 17. So I was literally just doing my own thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, spiritual experiences here and there. But because I'm so used to it, I still don't understand it. Like, I need a lot of teaching. I need a lot of maturing in Christ, if you get what I mean. And I had a dream that he was walking into church, this church, with a car seat, baby car seat. But it was this grandiosity of him that stuck out to me in the dream. Like, he was parading around with the baby car seat, like, yeah, I'm the world's best dad, and I'm here carrying all this baggage, and I'm thinking, what? But at that time, all I took from that dream was, oh, I'm gonna have a baby at 22, because I look 22. Because in the dream I look 22, but I'm 19. Like, at that time in real life, literally, I'm 19, and I've literally just slept with him. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to have a baby for you by the time I'm 22. And he's like, what? You don't even know if we're going to be together. And I just said, whenever I've had a dream, it's come true. And that is quite factual, to be honest. And every dream I have, it happens for some reason. But yeah, I was like to him, I'm going to have a baby for you at the age of 22, whatever. So, quite a long story short, I went on holiday, my first holiday actually, when I was 21, come back, and I was out with my friend, and she was like, oh, you should take a pregnancy test, because we had gone to the breast clinic because I had like these benign lumps in my breast or whatever. So they wanted to do surgery on it to take it out, because obviously, like, you know, you could feel it and stuff, and I just felt uncomfortable. But they was like, oh, we need to make sure you're not pregnant first. And I was like, pregnant? There's no chance of that. First of all, I've got polycystic ovaries, so the doctor said it's most likely I'm not going to have kids. I don't really have a period, so don't know about that. So anyway, my friend was with me and was like, oh, you need to take a pregnancy test, or da, da, da. So she went to buy me one from Sainsbury's, and I took it, and I was pregnant. Now, the thoughts that was going through my head at that time was, I don't want shame. That's all I was thinking, is I literally do not want shame. Like, I don't want to be a single mother. That's exactly what I was thinking in my head. I was like, I don't want to be a single mother. I just didn't. And I was. He left me when the baby was 6 weeks. And prior to that, anyway, prior to even conceiving, prior to even giving birth to the child, my God, the things I went through, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. I can tell you this for free. I would not wish it upon my worst enemy. Like, let's start from, I guess, I guess when I was 4 months pregnant, he slapped me in the face. We was fighting. It was just constant battle non-stop, like in the natural, and but then in the spirit it was even worse. Like I had a dream where someone stabbed me, a woman stabbed me in the stomach, and I collapsed literally on the left side. When I stood, when like, so basically, the woman stabbed me in the stomach in my dream, and I had taken like the knife and turned it back on her and was like, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. And then I woke up, but when I got up in real life, I was probably around 6 months pregnant. So when I got up in real, no, I wasn't 6 months pregnant at that time, because the baby was, how many, was I 4 months? Because he was 24 weeks, 25 weeks. So, yeah, I was 25 weeks pregnant, and I got up in real life, and literally as soon as I stood up, I collapsed on the same side that I had the dream that the lady stabbed me in, on the exact same side. And I thought, what's going on? And ambulance had to come. They put me in there. They said, we can't find what's going on. But I was in excruciating pain. Excruciating pain. They gave me an x-ray. They thought it was my appendix. They said, if we take out your appendix, we're going to have to deliver the child. And there's a risk, obviously, he won't survive. And I just thought, no, 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 no. You will not kill this child. It's not happening. I've been having dreams. I know that the enemy is after him. It's not going to happen. And they gave me this tablet to kind of like help with the pain. And it subsided. And then that was about it, to be honest with you. I left hospital after 2 weeks. Then I came home. More attacks in terms of spiritual wickedness in dreams. You know, I was 8 months. I will never forget this one, because this is when I thought, okay, game on. I know who I'm fighting against. I know what's going on. In a way, I still didn't really know, but I had a dream that this woman asked to pray for me. I was with one of my friends, and this woman asked to pray for me, and we end up outside the hospital. And she closed her eyes and she said, Father, in the name of Jesus. Then she went like that and looked at me, because I was across like the road from her, and she went like that and she looked at me and she goes, you should have never had that child, because what you're dealing with is much more than you can imagine. And I thought, and I'm here struggling to understand all these dreams. I don't have a church. I don't have no one to speak to. My mum's Christian. My family, we're from a Christian background, but no one understands these deep spiritual things. Like when I tell you I've been one up with this, yeah, it's just been me and God trying to figure it out. Like I'm trying to just get deeper. I follow a prophet from America that I watch on YouTube, and I'm part of prophetic school, so I just try and get deeper, you know, with God that way. I haven't been to church in years, but the YouTube,